I'm going to,
Are you doing just this ugly duckling one?
what do you mean, just?
Like, this is the color you're using.
So there's a white, so this one is 044.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also 193. So 193 is kind of like a translucent.
Yeah, they're both right here.
Yeah. So I'm going to do 044 first for kind of like a basey, and then I'll finish it off with the 193, which is kind of a milky, which I think you like the milky white a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I want to see if this is going to be any different than other whites that are a pain in my arse.
Yeah, you just love white.
I hate white, man. Okay. Well, this will be the boring part here, and then after I do this, then it'll be speedy weedy. Especially with white, it's good to make sure that you use a fine liner brush and go around the nail plate to give smooth lines. White really stands out on nail beds, so if you don't do this, your application might not look nice and crisp and clean. I mean, it's good practice to do it with every polish application that you do, but some polish applications you can do it without using a liner brush and it works just fine, but with white is not a very forgiving polish. So I have to say, this is the first time I'm using the 044 white in the Ugly Duckling gel polish bottle on a client. I'm enjoying the application of the white polish, which normally not a fan of white polish. It streaks, it shadows, it can be clumpy. Like, white is a nightmare to use on a client. However, using this polish, it goes on pretty smooth. It has minimal shadowing. Of course, there's some shadowing in the first couple of coats, but you're going to get that with any type of lighter, paler color. I promised to make a video on my first application of the white on a client, so I'm making sure that I keep that promise for those of you that are interested on how the application process goes with the white. I'm making sure to use thin coats. I'm brushing over and over and over again just to try and thin out the product, to try and make as least amount of shadowing or streaking as possible. I really want this to work. I would love to have a white that I can have as a to-go-to. I have so many whites, and it would be really nice to have one that is an amazing application every time. Self-level's not too bad. So, like with the streaking and stuff, it's not as bad because it self-levels a little bit more. These ones, the ones on my fingers, those are builders. Those are new builders. Those are those ones. Those aren't gel polishes. Those are builders. And this is color Fufu. We're talking about what is on my right hand. I have the Builder in a Bottle Fufu by Ugly Duckling. She was looking at a couple of my swatches on the table for her next application. She really likes pink, and she was looking at some of the builders that I had in the Builder in the Bottle swatches that I had on the table, and I was explaining to her that those were builders. They were not polishes. And then I was telling her that the ones that I have on my hand is the Fufu, and I really like the Fufu. So how about any of you? Do you have any tips or tricks that you use for using white? Do you have any tips or tricks for shadowing? Or any tips for streaking? Be sure to leave any tips or tricks in the comments below. And maybe I might showcase one of your comments on one of my next upcoming videos. I would also like to take a moment to thank all of the subscribers that have hit that button. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope to keep bringing you more content that you enjoy to watch, and I hope that I'm going to bring something to the table that you may have not known before, or that you might be learning something new, something different, or that you just enjoy watching the videos. Again, thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. In this video, if you've been keeping track, we have done 3 coats of the white ugly duckling polish on this client, and now we are using the 193 sheer white polish. I like to use the white sheer polish at the end just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. I believe that that white sheer just makes the white nail pop. So all in all, I think that we did pretty good with the Ugly Duckling white 044 and 193. Here they are here, the 044 and the 193. I would say that Ugly Duckling is my new #1 white to-go-to polish. So, with all of that, what do you guys think? Do you think that the white turned out okay? You tell me. Drop a comment in the section below and let me know how you think they turned out. Oh, those look so nice. Oh my god, so happy.